Hello, my name is Aria, and this is my little magical helper, Pixie, who is full grown, by the way. She used to be a lion in her past life. So I am here with my harvest that I harvested today with my beloved fiance, who's actually videotaping this.
Yeah, I'm behind the camera.
He's behind the camera. So I'm just going to showing you the different herbs that I've harvested today with Nick. We have here lemon balm, which smells so good. It's lemony, citrusy. It's a great nervine, and it's very uplifting to the mood. A nervine, what that is it relaxes our nervous system, it calms our stress, and it's really good for on the spot. It's also great for our stomach, to calm our stomach down, especially if we get butterflies. And it's also really great for helping us to support sleeping at night. We got a little...
Yeah, just had to show that for a second.
Little,
anyway.
Gymnastics kitty cat here.
Yep.
She just wants to kind of show off her skills. She's working on a new thing for the video channel here, and she's going to do a little acrobatic act. It's also, lemon balm is also great for helping us to support sleep at night as well. It's a very cheerful, sunny plant. It just brings sunshine into our life, and it's especially great for winter when we got those downy blues. So that's one thing. We got the goldenrod here. A lot of people think they're allergic to goldenrod, but actually they're not. Goldenrod is a great support, especially for the flu time, for colds, in the winter time, for immunity. It grows all in the fields, and it's a great support for that. And actually, it's early this year. This right here is a little bit of chickweed. So chickweed is a nourishing herb, so it's going to give us actually food. Pixie right now is currently on his back. It's quite funny.
Yeah, she just, and there she goes. As we continue.
So the chickweed is great for a nourishing infusion. So there's different herbs that are actually supportive for us to help us to get nutrients and minerals. So today, this is just a tiny bit of chickweed. Like I said, I didn't want to harvest too much from the community herbal garden. But what I will be doing is I will add this into apple cider vinegar, cut it up and put it in apple cider vinegar, and then it will be able to extract the minerals and the vitamins from the chickweed. The other way that you want to work with something like a nourishing infusion, something like nettles, oat straw, chickweed, what we would do is we would do an overnight infusion. So we take the hot water, boiling water, and then we'd either put it into the pot and then cover the lid over it, or we would take one of the mason jars, fill it up with the hot boiling water, put the herbs in there, cap it off at night, and then in the morning we can strain out the herbs and we can drink it to the day, and we can also put it in the refrigerator for the week, so that way we can just have some every day if we want it cold or hot. So for this, I'll be making a vinegar for this, and this will be doing for cold support. Here's some mugwort. Did another video, you'll see about mugwort. Mugwort is great for our stomachs and helps as a bitter, so it helps us to support us in our digestion, and it is also connected to the moon and Artemis, the archer. It's very feminine energy. It's very great for helping us to clear things we don't want in our life, to connect to the feminine intuition, dream time. If you smoke this, man, let me tell you, there's some pretty wild dreams. I've had my girlfriends and me in herb school smoke this at nighttime, and let me tell you, we were sharing some stories in the morning. It was pretty wild. So you can always try that out, and you can smoke mugwort by itself, or if you want to, you can blend it in with whatever herb you feel called to. Some herbs you can smoke, and of course some people, they do smoke marijuana. I don't smoke marijuana, but some people do blend it into that. To whatever people's choice, that's a choice. But I just don't smoke marijuana. And over here, we do have two little flower heads and the leaves of spilanthes. And so spilanthes is actually really great for toothaches. If you were to bite onto this, your mouth would go completely numb. So it's really good for people for any kind of dental problems, to just help to take away the pain, and also antiseptic. And it just helps to clear out the bacteria in the mouth. It's also really good for oral hygiene. So I'm actually going to be adding the spilanthes in with the thyme, oregano, and kind of felt like I wanted to put a little bit of lemon balm in there too, just to kind of add a little bit of lightness to it. And I'll probably make one that will have it like that, and add a little bit of organic cinnamon essential oil that was ethically harvested, the oil, and then the same thing with the ethically harvested organic oil of spearmint for the other one. So those will be some oral mouth rinses that we'll use for ourselves to help for oral hygiene. Here we have, let's see here, this is the cat, oops, no, actually, that one is, oh, this is the oregano here, yep. So oregano is really great for immunity support, especially in the wintertime. Some people, have heard of oregano oil. Ooh, that stuff is strong. Let me tell you right now, it's almost like an essential oil. It's crazy. I actually just honestly prefer, normally just working with the herbs. So I'll be working with that so we can have that for the cold and flu season. And then here we got some garden sage. Oh, that was the one. I was contemplating, not the lemon balm, it was the garden sage, to add some of that to the herbal mouthwash. This is regular garden sage, so we'll be adding it in there. But you can also use it for cooking for food. And it's very wise elder, helps us to clear our mind, calm our mind down. And over here we have some catnip. It's really great for digestion. It's a nervine. For cats it makes them really hyper and kind of wild and playful, but for humans it helps us calm down, chill out, helps us get some sleep, and helps us to help calm down our tummies. Then we have over here, this is thyme, which again I'm going to be using that for immunity support in the winter. We do have also some lemon balm here. Oh, that's some more lemon balm, yep. You can always smell it. It smells very lemony.
Well, yeah, I cut plenty of it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So that's going to be, we're going to do a glycerate of the lemon balm as well as a tincture. And actually somewhere in here, I think we have some holy basil. We'll see if we can figure it. It must be something else. Oh yes.
That one.
So yes, then right here, this here is called motherwort. I was very grateful for my teacher to allow me to harvest extra of this. It's a great nervine support for the heart, helps to calm down anxiety, and especially jittery heart, palpitations, and it's a great protector. And then here is, this is wild lettuce, of course. It's kind of a little bit wilted.
It's huge.
That's huge. You should have seen it. You should have seen how big this plant was. It was about...
No, show how thick it was with your hand, though.
What?
Show how thick it was with your hand.
Oh, yeah. You can see how thick it is. Now, typically, they're about yay high. But these ones were about 15, 20 feet high.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I just felt like there was such an amazing elder. I've never seen wild lettuce grow that big. I didn't want to take too much of it and harvest too much of it. But I will be making this into a glycerate. And wild lettuce is known for it being a nervine, again, to calm the nervous system down, as well as for helping for pain, and it's also the spirit. It says it in its name. It really is about a wildness. It's really about us coming into our own wild and seeing how powerful we are when we connect to that wild within ourselves and the wild in nature. We really free ourselves when we are able to not be in that conformity of society and all the conditionings and the beliefs and programmings that we get from society. Instead, we really are able to cultivate our own authority, our own power, our own sovereignty, and that is one of the main components of Sacred Earth Guardians, which is to help support humanity to be wild, sacred, and free. So that's wild lettuce. And let's see, then we have, I think, 2 more left. We have the anise hyssop, which again, that's for cold and flu, for calming the throat. It's very licoricey. It's so sweet. It's just a great blend. I'll probably be adding it into some tea blends. And also for a cough syrup. And then finally, here it is. So right here is actually holy basil. So holy basil is an adaptogen, which helps us to support our adrenals, which means we are able to respond to stress easier and be more calm overall. It also helps us as well as giving us nourishment as a nourishing infusion. And it's just an amazing ally support for really helping us to walk away from our past and move into a forward direction to our future. Been working a lot with holy basil, and hopefully I'll get to do a little mini video when I go up to the holy basil rose garden that a beloved sister of mine tends to up in Massachusetts. And then here I had the flower essences that we made today. I had a little video that we had, and I just wanted to show really simply, just a little bit about the process from going from making the flower essence to making the mother essence. So here I got the jewel weed flower essence, and so some herbalists do keep the flowers in there, and some herbalists do not. It really just all depends on the herbalist. Also, there is the ability to make flower essences with apple cider vinegar or with brandy. Now, of course, if you use the brandy, it's going to last longer, but of course, if you want to stay away from alcohol, like my fiance, he doesn't drink alcohol. I really don't even drink alcohol myself, except if I use it in tinctures, really. But the brandy is a preferred choice. It's a more sweeter alcohol, more softer, more gentle to use with the flower essences. But of course, if you want to go the other route and you want to make a flower essence with the apple cider vinegar, you can use the apple cider vinegar. Some people prefer the glass bottle over the plastic bottle. But yeah, so the apple cider vinegar is just not going to last as long. And then I'm just going to make here, I'm going to be making apple cider vinegars, flower essences, and brandy based. So I'm just going to just show here this simple little show and tell. So for me, I'm going to keep the flowers in there. Just like a tincture view to make a tincture. If you have enough in the alcohol, it's going to preserve it and it's not going to go bad. I would say, personally, I wouldn't put the flowers into with the apple cider vinegar, just my choice, what I prefer. And what I typically do is I do 1/3 of the water, the spring water, and then 2/3 of the brandy. So I'm just going to pour that into there. I'm using a little bit of a bigger jar than I would normally do. I normally do smaller ones. And then I like to put them into the glass amber bottles, but those are upstairs. So then I'm just going to fill that with the brandy. And then I'm going to cap it off. And then afterwards, after we do our little video here and we're taking care of these things, I'm going to be doing that with all the other ones and label them. And then later on, I'll go and actually transfer them into the actual amber bottles. Amber bottles, when you have the medicine after it's made, it just helps to preserve it because it's a colored bottle and it helps it protect it from sunlight. And of course, when you make your medicine, so say for instance, if I'm making the thyme here, I'm not going to be showing the clipping of the thyme, but say I clip all this thyme up. Typically, too, you'd also you take all the stems off here, and then you're only taking small pieces. I would put that in the tincture, and then once I was done with that, I'll just even just show it. Let's just pretend I cut this up, and I had it all in there, and I had my menstruum, which could be the vodka, it could be glycerin, it could be apple cider vinegar, it could be honey. Then what I'll do is I'll actually have that sit for at least 4 weeks in a cool, dark place, and then when I'm done, I strain that out, and then I would put it into the glass amber bottle. So I'll definitely show at some point just me processing and showing how to process medicine and being able to make it, and then showing the final result of actually pouring the medicines. And again, this last other thing, so people just curious online, they want to look it up and learn about it. There's also what's called an oxymel, and it's very tasty. Typically, apple cider vinegar is very sour. It does extract the minerals and the vitamins from the herbs, but when you mix the apple cider vinegar together with the honey, it makes a very sweet, nourishing menstruum, and it's very delicious. And a lot of times, oxymels, herbalists will make them, and then later on they just add them with a little bit of olive oil, and it makes a very delicious salad dressing. So I just wanted to kind of just put that out there. And there are some herbalists that may actually even use honey. Not everybody, works with honey if they're vegan, but I'm actually going to be making today a holy basil honey. So I'm super excited about that. So just, this is a little bit about, the herbs and just talk about them. And I hope to do another video for you guys to show you about processing medicine and straining medicine afterwards and how to keep it preserved, and maybe even a little bit more about the mother essences, stock, and dose essences, which is how you can have a prolongation of the mother essence and then make smaller bottles from that, so you can share your flower essences with your friends and family and loved ones. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today and learning a little bit about the herbs and about my process. I'm going to be going in a moment to, sit with them and hold the herbs to my heart before I start processing them, and then start cutting them up in smaller pieces and making the medicine. So I'm really excited about that. My friend's going to be coming over today and we'll be processing the herbs together. If you get a chance, definitely check out the apprenticeship that my teacher, Zane Kerfman, is offering at the end of September. He's been offering this Peruvian healing apprenticeship for 12 years, and he will be now offering this in the Connecticut, Massachusetts area of New England. And if you're interested in the apprenticeship too, and you're not in the area, he does teach it in several other areas in the country of the United States. So definitely reach out if you're interested and you feel called to the Peruvian path and you want to learn about healing. And you can also come to my website, sacredearthguardians.com. And I also have Instagram and Facebook. Just check the links below and you'll see them there. Thank you so much, and blessings to you and all beings.